Hello, hi, meet Tina here. How's everyone's doing? I just finished my walk this morning, and this week marked the end of the fourth month of my post-COVID. Just a little bit about me, just in case if some of you haven't seen my prior videos. I had COVID bilateral pneumonia, and I was admitted into the ER on October 5th, 2020. And I had a severe case of bilateral pneumonia, and I almost didn't make it. Anyway, I stayed in the hospital for almost 3 weeks the first time. Then 2 weeks after that, I was readmitted into the hospital again for 1 week. And then I would say about two more weeks, I was admitted in for 1 day. And then after that, about 3 weeks, I went in again for 1 day. Now, I would like to talk about the post-COVID symptom that, I have experienced, and I know a lot of people who have gone through the same experience as I had also have the same thing. And one of the main symptoms that we had was, today I'm going to talk about, is the fatigue, extreme tiredness, exhaustion. Every little things that I did when I first came out of the hospital, especially the first 2 months, was very difficult. In the full month of October and November, and kind of also into December as well, mid-December, it was very, very hard to do any little things, even just like 10-step walks, or just walk outside the house, around the house, or around the block would be like very, very difficult. And for the reason is that when we have this pneumonia, the lungs shut down. The lung was destroyed, especially my lung was destroyed and got some damages, and I ended up with some scarring, and the inflammation stayed there for a few months. And because of this inflammation and also infiltrates that I had in my lungs, it caused this lack of having full oxygen in my lung, and I feel this is probably the reason why I always felt that exhausted, and also extreme tiredness, just couldn't do anything. I always have to take a nap or sleep a lot. Always tired, didn't have energy. I couldn't do anything. I felt like 100 years old person. Not that all 100 years old person would be so weak, but I'm just, just a statement. And I'm sure, I have read a lot, listened a lot on, on the internet news and YouTube. And I noticed that this is one of the main symptoms. It's the big main symptom that all COVID patients have. And I feel this is, it's a reason is because of lack of oxygen. Every time when I try to take a deep breath, it would be difficult. I mean, I would take a shallow breath most of the time for a few months. It's like I'm trying to breathe in, and I would feel blockages in my lungs, and it would feel heavy. And even though my Pulse Oximeter showed that I have a good oxygen saturation, still taking a nice deep breath would be difficult for almost 3 months, I have to say, for myself. Everyone will be different, depends on severity of their case. I have heard that some who didn't have to go in the hospital, they also experienced that. Now for me, because I used to do CrossFit, I know my lung used to be very strong, but with the damages from the virus, I still have a hard time. It took me about almost 3 months to kind of slowly get it back up. Right now in January 2021, I'm going on I'm at the end of the fourth month. In February would be the beginning of the fifth month of my recovery period. I can actually breathe a more deeper, and I think because I have been doing walks on a daily basis, because it helps with the fresh air filling in, fresh oxygen, as well as doing exercise with the yoga breath, and also the Spirometer, that the doctor is giving to me. This is very, very important that you have to do that if you have this symptom. But I kind of just wanted to share that if you felt this in the beginning of your recovery time, do not be scared or do not worry, because it does get better. Although I'm not 100% yet, but I don't feel as tired as before. It's actually have improved quite a bit, but it's not there yet. It's not normal yet. I'm still not able to do like difficult workout or lift weights like I used to do. No way I can go into CrossFit right now like I used to do. I'm not able to do a lot of things. I can't do anything that require a lot of exertion or, you know, carry a lot of heavy stuff. I can't do that. I'm thinking about trying to set my goal to do more workout by starting to do a little bit more weights starting next month in February 2021, and just to see how well I can improve doing that. I just feel like doing more cardio is very important. I also doing a lot of meditative breath meditation as well. So what I would do is I would take a count of 2, breathe in like this, 1, 2, and then breathe out, 1. So breathe in 1, 2, and then exhale number 3. And this is what I have been doing in the beginning, and it helps for me to feel the oxygen into my lung and open up my lung more. I think what it is that by doing a deep, slow breathing, it will help stretch and open up the lung. Again, you know, in order to improve your breathing, I think doing yoga help, because I did that. Doing meditation, long breath helps. I also did that. I would do a count of 2 breath in, and 3rd breath would be exhalation. So like I'm doing right now. Another thing that would cause exhaustion is also if we are overweight or we overeat. That will take a lot of energy. Anything that will take a lot of energy, it will take up a lot of oxygen usage, and that's going to make you feel exhausted and tired. So you kind of want to watch that, you know, how much you eat, or trying to like not gain weight during the recovery time, because I have gained a lot of weight from the steroid that I took, probably like 30-40 pounds. My face is all puffed up right now. So I think that's also caused that lungs to having to work harder. And especially when I'm eating, you know, I can feel tiredness in my lung, exhaustion in my lung, because that takes away a lot of oxygen. I mean, you can probably like notice that I'm taking some deep breath, you know, during talking. Talking also causes a lot of tiredness. I still feel it now, but I can talk a lot better. I remember the first couple months, there's no way I can talk longer than 15 minutes without feeling so tired and out of breath. So it's all about oxygen. It's all about how our lungs cannot hold that oxygen long enough. So I feel that the more that we do the walks and do all this lung exercise slowly, not push too much, it's going to help a lot for all the COVID patients. So this is just a suggestion that works for me. I mean, I'm definitely a lot better, you know, after the 4th month, and I would like to share this. Go walk, do the Spirometer exercise, do yoga breath, do meditation breath. They're pretty much the same. Just take 2 counts in, breath in, and then 1 count out. So you can do 1, 2, breathe in, and then 3, exhale, and just try to do that on a daily basis, because I know there's a big help. Walking is a big help in nature, and it helps release stress too, especially for all the post-COVID patients. You know, we've gone through a lot of stress with your lungs. You know, make sure that you do trying to do that. But there'll be days that you're going to feel like muscle aches, and that's very important, because you're going to notice that it feels so heavy, it feels so tired, but your pulse saturation is still good. However, your chest feels tight, feel like you can't really breathe or open. So that's, to me, I would rest for a couple of days and not do any workout, because it's just like any workout, but it's kind of weird. You can just do like 10-step walk and you're gonna have like a chest pain or like muscle ache on your lungs and your chest. So this is very normal. It's not as bad for me right now, but it was in the beginning, and I got scared in the beginning because I didn't understand why just a little step of walk I would feel so, I mean, tight pressure around my chest, my lung here, and I panic, you know. But now, after having experienced this many times, I realize, you know, it can be just 5-step walk or 10-step walk, and that's like a lot of workout for the lungs. So with that said, you know, if you feel that my video can help you or other people, please just share my video to other people. Subscribe it, because I'm going to be sharing a lot more with different symptoms that I have, supplements that I take as well, and experience in the hospital and all that stuff. There's a lot for me to share with everyone, and I'm going to share my recovery process, you know, what I do to help myself recovering and what makes me feel better or worse. So I'm going to share all of that. Click like, bell, or comments. If you have any question, please do. You know, we are in this together, and I would like to be able to share and help each other. Thank you so much for listening. Have a wonderful day.